station, everybody, because we've got the great Herminio Reyes Jr. is in the house. Good to see you, man.
Let's go. Let's go.
Leave it to me. Leave it to me.
Leave it to you. No, leave it to you.
Leave it to me. No, what? No, you.
And you?
Station, everyone. What is going on? And I know it's February, but I don't care. It's our first show of the year. Happy New Year to everyone. 2025. Happy New Year. What's going on? I know everybody's like, Happy New Year. That was a month ago. I mean, it's still kind of new. You know what I'm saying? It's only a month old. You know what I'm saying? We still got a long way before Christmas again. You know what I'm saying? But we got a lot of good things happening throughout the year to worry about Christmas, man. That passed. It went fast. A fast month. Last year was one of those years. But I feel like we say that all the time about every year. Every time at the end of the year, oh man, this year stinks. I can't wait for the new year. And then 2 weeks into the new year, oh, this new year stinks. I can't wait for that new year. For once, I'd like to hear someone say, yo, I had a wonderful year.
Yeah.
And this year stinks. You know what I'm saying? This new year stinks. Let me go pick the old year. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, what is going on? Primetime Tom. Before I say anything, if you like the video, hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Ding, ding, ding. That bell for the notification for your future videos. For anybody in the Bad Batch, this show, bunch of shows that we do. You know what I'm saying? And before we get to all the shows, I want to say Happy New Year to you, Mr. Primetime Tom.
Thank you.
How you been?
Happy New Year to you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well,
I wish we had the
let's see. End of the year was tough. I was running errands one day and I came home and I found my dad struggling. And he turns out he had a stroke.
Yeah.
And so we lost him, and that was tough. But I got to spend time with my son, so that was special. That made up for it, and bless my dad and my mom. They with each other again, and work's been good. And I sprained my knee, but you get old. That's what happens.
What? What? You get old? Nobody told me this when I was born. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, the end of last year stunk. So far this year, yay! It's been okay.
You know what I'm saying?
It's been okay. Yeah.
It's okay.
How about speaking of that? How about those Eagles, huh?
Ah, boo. 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 We gotta talk about that now, man. You just, yeah, you know, this happened, that happened. Oh, how about them Eagles? I was like, come on. I understand. It's Super Bowl Sunday. This is like a holiday for a lot of sports fans like myself. Yourself too. You like sports, but I don't know if I'm too excited about this one this year. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of controversy going towards the game and stuff like that. Not there's some people like, everybody always complaining about the refs. But, you know, when you have 3 controversies in one game, there's 3 of them. You know what I'm saying? You can count all of them. You know what I'm saying? But sorry, Brother Joe and Bobby De La Ghetto is watching this. I'm sorry. Enjoy the Super Bowl. any Chiefs fan enjoy the Super Bowl. You know, it wasn't your fault. You weren't playing the game or you weren't the refs. But there's always a thing about the refs and the Chiefs, how they, you know, hug them and stuff like that. They have parties and stuff. But
Yeah, you know.
it's just very controversial how that game ended. And I'm a Jets fan, so the Bills are in my division. So I'm a miserable Jet fan. So I don't want to see anybody in the division win. You know what I'm saying? And the Bills losing makes me happy. You know, I'm sorry, Nick. I hope you're not listening. You're not listening, but but I kind of like felt bad for them because what if that was my team that was going through that? You know what I'm saying? And the Jets are 15 years since they made the playoffs, the longest in any sport. It's kind of embarrassing. You have other teams, even the Lions, who's been
Ugh.
vice versa, the NFC version of us. You know what I'm saying? You know, they made the playoffs. They're a good team. They're gonna be back there next week. Next week. Look at me. Next week. Next year.
Next year, what?
But what?
Next
This year,
year.
actually, I keep getting confused. Next season. Next season. You know what I'm saying?
No.
But yeah. So I really wanted the right team to win, and I felt like the right team didn't win. A lot of those plays, if they would have went through, I felt like the Bills would have went down, scored a touchdown, and probably shut down the Chiefs. It would have been the Bills and the Eagles, and that still would have been a nightmare for me. You know what I'm saying? But the wrong team won. But as a Jets fan, I'm gonna root for the Chiefs because I can't stand Philadelphia. Neither. Sorry, anybody who likes the Eagles or Philadelphia, you know, respect to you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a Jet fan. I should have not disliked the Philadelphia, but Philadelphia can't stand New York. Period. So it's the same thing with Boston. Like any of those, like that's why I never got confused with Met fans who team up with Boston because they hate the Yankees so much. And no, don't team up with Boston. They can't stand New York. Period. They're laughing at you too. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Hate them too. You know what I mean? But to each his own. This is why sports is incredible. You know, you have all these cities going against each other, but it's still been fun, guys.
What about you? How have you been?
Me?
Yeah.
Me? Oh yeah, I have a life too, don't I?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Last year didn't end. I didn't say it ended bad. It didn't. The holidays wasn't that bad. You know what I'm saying? Could it be better? Yeah, of course. It always could be better. But it was the opposite for me. The holidays ended pretty decent with the family and all that. You know, my condolences to your family. You know,
Thank you.
and thank you for sharing that. I didn't think you were gonna share that. I don't, but you know, it's good that you came out with that. It's one of the reasons why we went on hiatus was that, and another reason is January was a messed up month for me. Like I caught a sinus infection in the beginning of the month. It turned into a cold.
Me too.
And right when I was feeling better, I caught the flu. And that week was a nightmare for me. I went to the hospital, 30 hours in the hospital. They were injecting steroids in me. I was roiding kind of like, you know, back in the day when baseball players, you know, Barry Bonds, I'm so those guys. And but nah, they put in that stuff because I'm asthmatic. So the flu attacks everything. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
they went through all these tests for me. And they examined my heart because I had high blood pressure because of the flu, and that's the reason why I went. I was gonna go to work. I missed a day of work, and I was gonna go to work, but I felt weird. So I had my wife test my blood pressure. That thing was sky high, and consistently sky high. So to the point where I drove myself to the hospital. I didn't have to call 911. So thank God I was strong enough to go do that. And I ended up there for like I said 30 hours. They gave me a CAT scan even. You know what I mean? Because they were afraid I caught a pneumonia, which that's going around a lot. And we got celebrities who died off of that. So it was pretty serious for a while. It was very scary. It was like the scariest moment of my life. You know what I mean? Like I've driven people to the hospital. As a kid, I've been to the hospital because of my asthma. But as an adult, I never myself went to the hospital. So that's the first time ever. So it was really scary. Like, it was very sad seeing the people around you and all that in there. It's what goes on and stuff. The nurses are always busy everywhere, which I understood. So they were prioritizing the most needed. So I had to wait there a long time. But I got out. I'm better. A couple of weeks later, I'm here, healthy, and able to finally do this show. So we went on hiatus for all these different reasons. Here we're trying to catch up to the Spider-Man run and stuff like that, and all this crazy stuff happened. But
well, I'm glad you're okay, man. I'm glad you're okay.
Yes.
That sounds scary.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it was very scary. Like, especially when it comes to the heart. Once the heart goes, you know what I mean? It's
yeah.
I was in danger of catching a stroke or something like that, getting a heart attack, whatever. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was scary. I'm a little bit older, so, and like I said, I'm asthmatic, so I always gotta be careful. So, push comes to shove, this year I'm gonna get my flu shot. Like, I haven't taken it in a couple of years, and I haven't gotten the flu years since I got flu. The last time I can't even count, 15, 16 years ago, something like that. After I was done with that flu, I started taking that flu shot. I don't care what any people say. They can put nanites, whatever the hell they want to put in me. Oh, the government's doing this. I don't care. That shit was working for me. So I was never catching it. All of a sudden, a couple of years, I catch it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I know obviously you could get political, you could get this and that, and be like, oh, you'll still catch it. But to be sure, I'm injecting myself with that this year. Whatever they got, you know what I mean? To make sure at least have some protection, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So, but I'm fine. I'm back. We're doing this show. We're finally here. And after all this talking, I don't even remember what the heck I was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Let me take a sip. I already got to take a sip. Batman. What?
Batman.
John Stout's here? What? No.
Hey. A big high five to Nick Comic Culture and Phable for putting on that Comics Cure Cancer show. That was awesome.
Yeah. They've had a great show. I mean, I feel bad I missed it, but I was still recovering. And I was done. I didn't even make it to 9 o'clock, so I could say hi in the chats at least. But they had a great show, a great showing, you know, for the cause. So that all them. And then the next one they do, hopefully at the end of the year or something like that, whenever they do it, I'm hoping I could be on that show, and hopefully like I can get my stuff together here and maybe donate some bundles myself, because I need to downsize anyway. So hopefully I got something good. I don't want to just donate anything, you know, man. And all these people, they're donating all this awesome stuff. So I'll just maybe I'll find something somewhere that, you know, because I gotta downsize. I got too many books. I want to finish my man cave finally. I keep saying that. I'm like 6 or 8 boxes in the back, drawer boxes that I'm trying to do in the back to make it look nice, be able to display my stuff on top of it. I'm getting there. It's just it's work, guys. And then when you when you have a job, you know what I mean, because you have to pay bills, unfortunately. Like Stone Cold said, the gimmick's called bills. You know what I mean? It puts a stop to a lot of that stuff. But I'm doing it little by little, and hopefully I get to be on the next one. So yeah, great show they had. I wish I had the thumbnail on here, but kind of like cleaned up. But might as well talk about, like, they did have a show on Friday night. The all new, all different Blame Phable show. I keep saying they're amazing because I'm used to saying that, but it's all new, all different Blame Phable show. With all those cast of awesome people down there. You know what I mean? So Friday nights, they're back. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully I can make one of these Friday nights, which I was gonna try to make it this Friday, and I for Valentine's Day. So I was like,
oh yeah.
Maybe the next week I'll make it. I want my wife mad at me, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. So I know, like, we're here, and we're back. We're gonna do 2 shows. 2 shows.
Woo!
We're going to do this one that covers 2 books. And then we're doing the next show at the top of the hour when we finish this show. And I projected we're going to finish over an hour because we're catching up. It's the new year. We're going to say a few things. It's a Spider-Man, review show. But, we still like to hang out. It's a hangout show. You know what I'm saying?
We'll see. You know what I was thinking of donating?
Oh, man, you're going back to that. Okay, what are we donating?
Maybe some issues of the Miss Splinter run.
What? Nobody wants
maybe,
that. Come on, man.
Or maybe Splinter and Jackpot.
I think they'll pay you. They'll pay you to keep it. You know what I'm saying? But we're talking about the Zeb Wells one, which ended a few months ago. But we're still trying to finish it because we were trying to finish it. But today we're doing issue number 57. Ooh, nope. 57.
Yeah.
And 50. Issue number 58.
Here's 57. Here's my 57.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I like it when you have the nice variants. And of course, after we've done that, we're coming back to do issue number 59. And it says there, wanna get crazy? Let's get crazy. All the time, Tombstone thinks he's Michael Keaton. You know what I'm saying?
It always seems like when we're covering issues, one of us either can't find it.
Yeah. Oh, Tom this time.
Like, come on.
But and then Ultimate Spider-Man number 4.
Yeah.
I hope you found this one because it's the one you're covering. But So we're gonna try to get back to covering Ultimate Spider-Man, and then next Saturday, we're doing a Primetime show. Primetime right there. All right, my guy Primetime, and 7:00 East. We're gonna cover this one, but it's gonna be just one issue because this one's a $7.99, not a $9.99, $7.99 issue. So it's a little bit bigger than it's like 2 comics or maybe almost 3 comics in one.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna cover this one, and next week we'll do the show and tell. We're not no show and tell today. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh man.
Tom is very sad about it.
But I love it. I've got to have it.
You gotta have it. I know. So if you guys want it and you gotta have it, tune in next Saturday, 7 p.m. East, for the review of this issue and show and tell. So that's the plan. And then, like, for future plans, me and Tom discussed this. For future plans, we're gonna the 8 Deaths of Spider-Man. It's a lot to deal with. You have the main issues and a couple of dot issues, and supposed to be the continuation. I forgot which number it was. Like 62 or 63 point. They got issue 63. I'm just throwing a number, and then 63 point dot, which in the past used to piss off Spider-Man fans.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But they did though. So I calculated it's 12 issues of the 8 Deaths of Spider-Man. So what we're gonna do, we're not gonna do a read along in every issue because there's a lot of reading. Joe Kelly wrote a lot, at least the first couple of books, and then we find out like they didn't write all the issues, and it makes sense because they're getting ready for the next series, which is gonna be Joe Kelly. John Romita Jr. is coming back for it. Who else is gonna be on that series? I think Patrick Gleason, I think, is coming back for that.
Oh.
Pepe Larraz. It's gonna be Joe Kelly and Pepe Larraz. Nice. Which is an awesome artist. I can't wait. So,
oh yeah.
I'm not excited with the writer because Joe Kelly is a good writer. It's just I kind of want a fresh blood. He's been on the Spider-Man years ago. Kind of want a fresh blood. If you would have put Pepe Larraz with a new writer, you know what I'm saying? Whoever it is, a good writer, I thought would have hyped up the Spider-Man fans. But Joe Kelly is kind of looking like they still have a couple of the baggage from the last series that we don't like. What? Listen, you keep talking about Nick Spencer. What's happening with the Zeb Wells runs and pisses people more off than Nick Spencer. At least Nick Spencer was trying to do something, you know what I'm saying?
We can always find a guy named
stuff. What? So yeah, so that's what we're planning on doing. What we're planning on doing is there's 12 issues, so we're covering 4 issues a show. There'll be 3 shows. I think March 26th is the last issue of that run before I think April starts the new. They're gonna relaunch it to a new number 1 with a legacy number, like always. So what? Well, it's gonna go up to issue 70, and I think 70, and then it's gonna relaunch. So, what we're gonna do is 4 issues a show, 3 shows, and there's gonna be a few Sundays before that, because usually our show will be on Sundays. It's just sometimes we might do a Saturday show. Sometimes I'm busy on Sunday. Tom might be busy. Who knows? So we might do some Saturday shows, but consistently it will be a Sunday, and there's a few Sundays before that March 26th. So in between those shows, we might split it. We might do the first 2 shows, 4 issues a show. We're not gonna read along. We're just gonna like review the book, like go through the stuff we seen on the issues, little by little, maybe point out some stuff we liked, some stuff we didn't. So we're gonna do something a little different. That way we can catch up a little faster. Because we also want to cover the Ultimate Spider-Man series. So as we're doing the second show today, and we want to catch up to that. That we're only doing 2 issues. So in between, we'll probably do the first 4 of the 8 deaths, and then the next 4. And then the week after that, we'll probably take a break from the ASM, and we'll do Ultimate Spider-Man. And I think there might be another week after that, then we'll do, or maybe the next 2 weeks, or maybe we go one. I got to look at the schedule, but I'm afraid every time I do a schedule, something happens and my schedule gets all messed up and we go on hiatus again. So hopefully we don't do that. Hopefully we're consistent. I know we got like 5 Sundays, and then 2 of the Sundays we're covering Ultimate Spider-Man. So it'll be 4 issues. So by then we'll be up to issue 9 after we do those 2 shows or something like that. I think, wait, we're up to 4. Yeah, that.
Because I think they're on 13 or 14 now in USM.
Yeah, the 13 came out a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
So I think this month comes 14. So by the time that month comes, it'll be up to 15 March. Yeah. And then little by little we'll catch up to the Ultimate Spider-Man, because it's only once a week. And then in the future we'll decide what we're doing. Hopefully we're all caught up by May or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's the plan. Hopefully we're rolling. I didn't take another sip because I've been talking a lot. And all that good stuff. There's a couple of comments in the chat real quick. We're pretty early. My man, Station to the Fabulous One. The Fabulous One, I like to say. I started watching a little bit of that show on Friday. I didn't get to finish it. But I'm hoping to be there. I said Friday, but it's Valentine's Day, buddy. So if the lady lets me play, maybe. But I was like, oh snap, I'm getting in trouble. But if you have a show the week after that, I'm trying everything in my power to make that show. Because I do miss doing that show. It's just rough waking up at 3 a.m. and with the things going at work, things kind of change for me. I probably explained that in the back chats. And my current what I'm doing now it's gonna change into a much earlier thing. So I'll talk about it in the back chat. And of course, let's see. Eric's like, the recent 65 death issue had me shaking my head.
Oh boy.
Yeah, man. And Eric in the beginning liked the 8th death, and then I did it, and he's like, I like it finally, and you don't like it. He's finally seeing why, probably. I knew where it was going, I guess. Being a Spider-Man writer, and there's a lot of things I've seen in the Spider-Man, maybe that messes things up for me. But I knew that where they were going. It's like they trying to stay safe and stuff like that. And we've seen Spider-Man die before, like a bunch of times in the next special run. You know what I'm saying? So next special, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like maybe for new writers that just got back into it, started thinking that because probably didn't read too much of that, or I don't know, but it's just it's something that we're gonna do the reread, and maybe we'll like it the second time, and we always try to, even though if we're not liking the issue or the run, or we always end up liking an arc or something like that. You guys know us, you know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
hopefully we start liking that, and if anybody's viewing, they're like, yeah, these guys are taking way too long. 26 minutes. It's a record. What the hell they're doing? Show the damn issues. Review the damn issues. You know what I'm saying? Stacy, Kenneth, what's going on? But it's been a while since we've done a show. It's been a whole year since we did a show. We haven't done a show since last year, Tom. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, anytime I get to use that joke, I'm going to use it. You know what I'm saying? So this is the first time this year. It's been a year since we did a show, man. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, so hopefully we'll start rolling along with these issues, and hopefully Eric doesn't leave right when one of his favorite characters we cover one of his favorite characters, and that big issue we did before, there was a story on one of his favorite characters in the run. It's a well run, and then he left. You know, remember that? I didn't forget that, Eric. You know what I'm saying? Like, the man left. Like, come on, man.
Please
you would have loved that.
Please don't tell me it was Paul. Was it Paul?
Don't you dare say his name. Well, that's a story saying something good about that guy. I was like, I was disgusted. You know what I mean? I wanted to throw up right there. Say the name, Herm. Say the name. Booyah. Boo. Boo. You know what? Go Chiefs.
Eagles.
All right?
Eagles.
Go Chiefs. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Brother Joe, Bobby, go Chiefs. All right, guys. That's almost 30 minutes into the show. We're going to finally get to why we're here. But like I said, this is not just a review show. This is a hangout between me and Tom. You know what I'm saying? Life is rough. You know, life is long sometimes. And sometimes it's not long. Sometimes it goes fast and you grow old and stuff like that. But, you know. Oh, man, I'm getting dark. This is a dark episode right now. But we're going to, right now, I think I have the floor. So I'm going to cover issue numero 57, which Tom's got the you could show the variant cover. My variant's by JRJR. What's your variant by? Oh.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Which one is this?
Meanwhile, while we wait. So, yeah.
I think that might be either Chris Campana and Edgar Delgado, or looks like Rush, Antonio, and Marcello Mahalo, maybe?
It's one of those guys. It doesn't say it in the front. You don't have like a signature in the front or something? Here, you could tell it's JRJR, but it's all good. We'll find out later. But let me take another quick sip of this.
At least I can draw feet.
Andy.
Poor Rob.
Of course, this issue is written by Seb Wells. Drawn by John Romita Jr. and Scott Hanna, Maury Hollowell, cover artist. I guess one of those. Anyway, inker Scott Hanna, Marcio Men's colorist, VC's Joe Caramagna as letterer. I'll try to read everybody, give everybody credit, but I'm not gonna tell you who the editor is. That guy's not very popular. Niccolo, you know what I'm saying? That guy.
Oh, man.
But keep on keeping on. So we go to Rikers Island because remember, Tombstone was put in jail after what happened last time, and you hear Lincoln, you're up, and then prison guard's like, move on, move, and then you see Tombstone. You know what I'm saying? You see the man just moving along in the prison. And he's like, and the cruising officer's like, 5 minutes. And then you see him sit down. He's like, you hear, all right, Tombstone. And it's, da da da, the Spider-Man. And he's like, let's get down to business. Da 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 da, like an Eminem song. No. Let's keep going. And Tombstone's like, kind of business we got doesn't get solved over the phone. And Spidey's like, it looks like that's gonna be your only option for a good long time. He's like, Tombstone's like, well, see. And Spider-Man's like, you had to know it was gonna end this way. One way or another, it does, always does. And he's like, Janice, that was you? And he's like, I talked to her, Spidey said. And he's like, but make no mistake, her decision, that's all on you. And Tombstone's like, everything I've done to you, and I haven't taught you a thing. You have no idea what you've done. And Spidey's like, what I've done? It puts you in jail. I've talked to Jen. There's no way you're seeing the outside for her. And then prison guard interrupts them. Alonzo Lincoln, get up. You got one hell of a lawyer. You're out of here. Spider's like, what? And Tombstone's laughing. He's like smiling, not laughing. And then Spider's like, you made bail? How? And he punches the floor. But he's like, you see right there. Tombstone's like, great job by J.R. Jar. I love his facial expressions. And Spider-Man pissed off. Uh-oh. And then out of nowhere you hear, Michelle! And it's Peter Parker. As you see here. Michelle's right there chilling.
Isn't that the woman? Isn't that the chick he's dating?
No, it's Shay. Michelle, he dated once, but it didn't work out. You know what I
mean? Oh, that's right.
yeah, it didn't work out. and Peter's like, you got Tombstone out on bail? Do you have any idea what he's done? And she's like, it's my job. And he's like, you put me and my friends in danger. And she's like, see, you're actually attractive when you're like this. But then you're sappy. I don't remember being mean. Shit. And Peter's like, is this a joke to you? And she's like, you think Mr. Lincoln would have made bail if this was a joke to me? Getting him out is my job. I did it. And she's like, I'm going to walk away now. You stay here, and I'll have you arrested for intimidating the council. And Peter's like all pissed. Really pissed. And meanwhile, in another room, you hear someone saying, aren't you overreacting? And it's Randy. And it's Janice packing his stuff. He's like, he's like, he may be out on bail, but he's still going to trial, Janice. He can't do anything to you. You don't have to go. And she's like, you think I'm packing your ugly green t-shirt for me? He's going to come after you, Randy. And Randy's like, me? What did I do? He's like, you made me fall in love with you. And he knows that. My dad's a bad guy. But he's not going to put a hit on his daughter. That means he has to get to you. And then she slams the briefcase and she's like, luckily, Spider-Man owes me a favor. And then, meanwhile,
Uh-oh.
Can you see me? Did I back up? Can you see me?
Yeah, you froze for a minute there.
So I don't know which one, but home of the mayor, Grace Mansion. The mayor's like, I swore an oath to uphold the law of New York City. And unless I want to toss that oath into the garbage, we have to accept reality until the trial begins. Tombstone is free. And She-Hulk's like, the problem is people like him tend to do whatever it takes to stay that way. He'll go after the star witness, who is, this case, happens to be his daughter. And she's like, since he can't move on her directly, he'll be looking for leverage. And Spidey's like, that was Janice's thought as well. She's right. Randy's in danger. We need to get him out of the city. I think Janice should go with him. And she was like, hold on, the case against Tombstone is incredibly complicated, and Janice is the only one who could connect the dots. She got to stay. And Spidey's like, Tombstone has the united, the has united the gang of the New York, not to mention Digger and the Syndicate. I don't think we can take that chance. And Cage is like, we can't. But there's no sneaking out of the city. New York's blue line is porous. Tombstone will know we're moving. And we have to be ready for anything. And Spidey's like, so how do we prepare for anything? And he's like, we send everything. Meanwhile, back at the hideout where Bunny is, White Rabbit, I keep calling her Bunny. We're going to go. When you give the word, boss, you think they're gonna move them soon? And he's like, yeah, still got a few good years on the force. You still make sure you're ready, Rabbit. She's like, about that, boss, does it have to be me? Janice, she's my friend. And he's like, and I'm your boss, and this is a job. We good? She's like, yeah, boss, we're good. And you hear, where you at? And he's like, up. Well, she says, where you at? And he's like, a place where I can keep an eye on things. And then he's like, goodbye, Rabbit. She's like, bye, boss. And he's actually across where Randy and Janice is. Kind of creepy. You know what I mean? Very creepy.
Stalker.
Stalker status indeed. And you see in the top, and we have Spidey saying, men's like Tombstone, they think the city belongs to them. The world they operate in, the rules they live by, applies to everyone. The problem is, a lot of times, they're right. But if you play by their rules, they own the board. And then you see, Devo, watch R6. We're rolling in 3. Let's move. So you see the cops going in there. So they're ready to go get, Janice. And Randy, actually. Randy, not Janice. Can you see me? Am I still here?
Yeah, you're like frozen and your voice is like sounding all robotic.
Oh man, what the hell is going on today? The technical difficulties on our first show. Man. Well, hopefully you can still hear me. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so
and I can see you now too.
Okay. Randy's like, that's why we have to play by our own rules. Decide for ourselves who the players are. And then down in the subway somehow, how long do we gotta hold this up, Rabbit? I think you'll figure it out, Digger. So you got Digger like holding up tracks. And Rabbit's like, they're on 55th and 8th. Copy that. Oh no, someone's telling her that. She's like, copy that, Lady Octopus. Full ahead. And then Digger's like, our arms are getting tired. Can we put this down? She's like, you know. And then next page, wee. And you see Randy, which is in the ambulance. And he's like, something feels off. And someone's saying, don't worry, Spider-Man. Don't worry, Spider-Man is keeping an eye on things. And of course, Spider-Man's on top of the ambulance. And he's like, we're clear up here. And then, of course, Rabbit's like, this is it, full power. And you hear it, and then out of nowhere, oh, snap. And then Spidey goes, oh, no. Actually, Spidey starts tingling. Spidey tingles. And then you hear, look out! And then the train just goes up right into, which is a nice double page spread.
Man.
Pretty cool.
That is
it
cool.
Stops the ambulance. That is real cool. And I don't know where, and of course Digger's like, we dropped the tracks. I dropped the tracks. And he says we. It's he, but oh well. And Rabbit's like, it's fine. And then Spidey's like, I got Digger, protect the truck. As he kicks Digger, and then Rabbit's like, move up. And she's trying to get the inside. And Spidey's like, back off. And that's not really what we do, Digger says. As you see, Lady Octopus, I see Rabbit going clear. Get right into the ambulance, break the doors off. And you still see Spidey and Digger fighting. And he's like, looks like we already got what we came for. And then boom, Randy gets down. Randy, get down! As he hears someone in the truck say. And then Rabbit's like, shut up, Janice. I don't have much time. Your dad, he sent me here to kill you. You have to get out of the city. And then, I don't know if someone goes, good to know. I'll be sure to tell her. And it was a She-Hulk right next to Randy, protecting Randy. And Rabbit's like, She-Hulk? Where's Janice? It's like, and she's like, she never left. She's safe. And Rabbit's like, oh God, he knew I couldn't do it. So Tombstone knew Rabbit couldn't kill Janice.
Mm-hmm.
And then Rabbit's like, she's not safe. And then here, bam, 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 ah! And back in the apartment where Janice is. And then back at the ambulance, She-Hulk's like, Rabbit's like, if he sent me here, that means he's going to dun dun dun. As She-Hulk looks shocked. And then back at the apartment, Janet's like, come on, looking for her uniform. And back at the place where Digger and Spidey's fighting. And She-Hulk's like, Spider-Man, we got to go. Tombstone know he's got Janice. And then back at the apartment, Janice. And then, of course, he goes, I wish I didn't have to do this. Dun, 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 while Janice is holding her costume.
Oof.
Tombstone's right at the door, right behind her. Scary, scary, scary. Like, what does he want to do to his daughter?
Uh-oh.
Is he willing to kill her? Will he kill her? Find out next time. Which Tom is going to cover the issue in a minute. And then at the end, there's a little preview on this dumb chasm series that Tom's going to cover on another day.
Hey, whoa.
But we're not going to go through... we're not going to go through the previews. But that's it for issue number 57.
I think I remember I was camping and I had to use some. I didn't have any wood, so I had to use something to burn, to stay warm. There's good.
Darn, you burnt it. Darn. But I'm putting this away, but I might use it for making a point. But now that I covered it, what you think about this issue and everything that's happening in it, Mr. Tom?
Whew, man. Talk about a lot of action, man.
Yeah.
A lot going on. Yeah, I liked it. Some really good JR art. Especially that train colliding. That was awesome.
That double spread was pretty hot, man. It's pretty hot. That damn nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? It's like we were always saying on here. The Tombstone arc is always my favorite arc, and it's the best arc of the Zeb Wells run. And we're finally getting to the action in it. You know what I mean? Which is, it's comic books. There's gonna be a lot of action, which we waited for. So I thought it was really good. I love the twist that he wasn't gonna go after Randy. He was gonna go after his doctor.
Mm-hmm.
And him barging into the door while he sucked at everybody, including his own henchman, Rabbit, which he knew she wasn't gonna kill her best friend. He just knew it. They're the syndicate. They're in a group together. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's boundaries to this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can be an evil doer, but you can't kill your best friend. Come on, man. Come on. You can be evil, but what? That's even more evil. That's devilish. You know what I'm saying? You can't kill your best friend. Come on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Love it. The art was good. Action. Nice reading. It wasn't bad. It was a really good.
Yeah.
If I had to rate this issue with all the action and stuff like that, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a 4.3. Not quite the 4.5, but 4.3 because it was really good. It was really good. You know what I mean? Like,
Wow.
it's a good read. It's literally an old school comic book issue because that's what we're doing. We're reading comic books. You know what I mean? It's an Amazing Spider-Man book. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We need some action. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Issue number 57. What do you think? What do you rate it, Mr. Tom?
Yeah, I was thinking probably just straight up 4.0.
Nice. Nice. Not
Yeah.
bad, not bad. We'll do the overall ratings a little bit later. But that's it for number 57, which now my man Tom is going to
Yeah.
cover number 58, which
And
made myself smaller.
I
I'm gonna
got
put it
this
here.
cool yeah,
He's got the
Tom
variants.
Holland homage
Sweet. Sweet.
by Mr. Let's see, what's his name? Orion Minerding? Mienerding or something like that?
Ding-a-ling? What?
Wienerding? No.
Weird.
Hey, this is a family show. Come on.
Before we go on, Nick Comic Coach is in the house. Station. Say good morning, everyone. Off to another cookie booth. Good luck with that, man. You make me want some cookies now. I want the coconut one. So send me some coconut, you know what I'm saying? And the sugar ones or whatever, you know. No, I'm just kidding. And then of course, Dr. Doom fan club.
Hello.
Still.
Station.
Morning all. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm pretty excited. Controversial game, but I'm pretty excited still, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. So everybody saying hi. But yeah, keep on keeping on. So my cover's JR. You know, I got the A cover. You know what I'm saying? So pretty good in the rain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's famous for drawing stuff in the rain. So let me know who wrote the intro. Who the hell drew it?
Yeah. So we got our boy Zeb. We got the cover artist, of course, JR. We got Scott Hanna and Maury Hollowell. Penciler, John Romita Jr. Scott Hanna is the inker. Marcio Menez, colorist. And then some guy named Nick is the editor.
What? Nicole.
Yeah. VC's Joe Caramanga, letterer.
Joe Caramanga. He's everywhere.
And then Wienerberg for the Tom. I mean, what?
Wait, what? Who's Wiener? What?
Whoa!
Whoa there.
Oh man. So last time we left Tombstone, ominously looking over his daughter Janice. So we open with Janice like looking terrified, going, "Dad!" And he's like loading a clip into his gun. It's like click, click, clack. She's like, "You're not really gonna." He's like, I never wanted you to see this side of me, but you don't leave me a choice. And he like starts firing at her. Bam, 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 bam. She's like, "Oh crap!" She's like, "Stop it, Dad! I'm sorry." He's like, "Bam, bam, bam." He's like knocking over the table. So she's like making a run for the door. And then back at the crash scene site, She-Hulk's like, "Tombstone's making a move on Janice. Get everyone to Alphabet City now." And then Lady Octopus is like, "What's their play, Rabbit?" And Rabbit's like, "Get the hell out of here while they're distracted, you idiot. Tombstone wanted it this way." And She-Hulk's like, "Okay, I'm rolling out with Spidey." She's like, "We'll meet you there." And then the security detail's like, "Spider-Man already left." And She-Hulk's like, "What the hell?" And then back at Janice's apartment, she's like, "Okay, Dad, you want to do this?" She's like, "Let's go." And he's all like, "Grr." She's putting on her Beetle outfit. Tries to zap him. He's like, "Oh, you got toys? I got toys too." And he's like, "Your state's evidence." She's like, "But I'm your daughter." He lunges at her. She's like, "You're a psycho." Then he grabs her by the throat, slams her down on the ground. He's like, "Wham!" She's like, looking at him, up at him, terrified. Like, "Daddy, how could you do this?" Oops, almost lost the book there. The next thing you know, comes crashing through the window. Spidey. It's like, "Get off of her!" And he's like, "Stop it!" Slams Tombstone into the wall. Tombstone uppercuts him. Crash, boom, bang. Spidey's like, "What the hell do you think you're doing, Lonnie?" And Tombstone's like, "It's not me, it's your fault. I'm just protecting what's mine." And Spidey's like, "I won't let you do this." He's like, "Oh, you want to be the good guy this time? You better be ready to die." Spidey's like, "Whatever it takes." It's like, "Janice, move." So Janice is leaping for the window, and Tombstone's, going after her. He's like, "I don't think so." Spidey's trying to hold him back. He's like, "Lonnie, damn it!" He's like, "Stop!" Puts him in a headlock. WW. Next thing you know, Janice is like falling. Is she falling to her death? Next thing you know, bam! Hits the cold pavement. And hits it hard. And he like leaps down Tombstone. And she's like, "No!" They take running off down an alley. So she's like running for the subway. She's like, "Get out of my way!" And this guy in a suit's like, "What? You get out of my way!" And the Tombstone grabs him. He's like, "Oh my dear God!" Oh man! And then Spidey comes swinging through, and the poor guy is like, "Ah!" Spidey's like, "Go limp!" And she's like running through security, and they're like, "Hey, stop!" And she takes off up the stairs, and Spidey's like, "Where did they go?" And she's like running through the halls and like goes through a door, trying to get away from Daddy. Next thing you know, crash! He grabs her by the hair. He's like, "I have you now."
He's really mean. Grabbing her by the hair? What's wrong with him?
Janice, I am your father. No.
Oh, Lord. Oh, no.
Next thing you know, Spidey comes up from behind, "Put her down!" And she's like, "What, Dad?" She's like, "You die!" And she's like clawing her dad's face.
Oh.
And I was like, whoa, dude, the detailing on that.
Yeah. Oof.
And then, man, it looks really brutal on the next panel. He's like slamming his fist down because he's in so much pain. He's all bloody. He's like, "Janice!" And Spidey's like, "Nope. You got me, not her." And Spidey's like, "Hurry, get the hell out of here." And she's like, "Get off of me." Spidey's like, "Well, you're welcome, by the way." But man, look at the detail, the scratches and stuff. That's some cool art there. So there's another scuffle of Spidey and Tombstone going at it. And Spidey's like, telling Janice, "Get the hell out of here." And then Spidey's like, "Yeah, there." Can't even talk. He's like, "Me and your father need to have a discussion." Spidey's throwing punches. He's like, "You need to stop this, Lonnie. Do you hear me?" He's like, "This ends now." And the next thing you know, oh man, like a choo-choo train. Tombstone just goes full ram into poor Spidey. And he's in Tombstone's like, you want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
I mean, he doesn't really say that, but that's what you were thinking. Michael Keaton action here.
Yeah.
You can tell he tells that Bell's a Batman fan, right?
So yeah, that is issue 58.
Yeah, man. You show the next page right there. That's gonna be actually an A cover, but
that's right.
Yeah. He's like, "You want to get crazy?
Want to get crazy?"
Hold on, let me get a quick sip. Sorry, guys, my throat's always dry. It's wintertime. That's why you see me drink more water than anything. me. Anyway, yeah, man. A lot of people. It depends on who it is. Like I've listened to some podcasts, read stuff, and when this was going on, people were actually enjoying this. I understand, and we got we got more than one issue of just action. You know, we got another issue of just plain action.
Yeah.
And a crazy chase. You know what I'm saying? Janice fearing for her life. Her own dad wants to kill her. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Tombstone. You actually think, does he really want to kill her? Because he completely misses her. She's going all over the place. You figure, like, all the years of him being a mobster and stuff like that, he'll learn how to aim a little better. You know what I mean? Because you can see, like, what the hell, man? How do you miss your daughter?
Yeah.
So,
I wonder if he's like missing on purpose.
Yeah, I think like a part of him wants to kill her and a part of him doesn't. That's his daughter kind of thing. But he might just want to really deep down just want to scare her. You know what I'm saying? And but you know, sometimes when rage happens, you might accidentally kill your own daughter. You know what I'm saying? Actually do what you plan on doing. And of course, you know, her friends worried about her. Oh my God, what's gonna happen? Spidey was already into action, like from the last issue. Like you didn't even have to say much. You said Janice, and you know, like Peter Parker, his heart is always saving people. And he once he figured it out, he was out of there. You know what I mean? And he went, and as soon as he was able to catch up to them, you know what I mean? That's where you see the nice little splash, upper splash right there with him kicking Tombstone and stuff like that. I thought that was so well done. Splatting his face. JR, say what you want about him, but his detailing is so damn good. So damn good. Yeah, man. As you see, she moving away. Spidey's just trying to protect. And people probably say, how come Spider-Man, he's more powerful than Tombstone? In reality, Tombstone's pretty powerful. Like, he got the thick skin, like bulletproof type skin, stuff like that. He's very powerful, very strong, and it's hard to beat. You know what I mean? So very evenly match up, as you see, but Spider-Man can't stop him. His rage is so, like, you see him trying to like pull on Spider-Man and smash him through the freaking building. And I thought I enjoyed the heck out of this. And of course, you have some comical stuff in there with the guy in the way, like, get away! He's like, oh my God, I'm gonna die, kind of stuff. You know, I thought that was hilarious. The comical stuff is off the chain. I don't know if that's Zeb Wells or JR or a little bit of both, but so well done. As you see, Tombstone just keep running after his daughter, and finally completely catches up, and she just scratches his eyes, kind of like, oh
yeah,
you know what I mean? It's so brutal. Like she's fearing for her life. You know what I mean? So like, oh yeah, I'm gonna kill you too, type of thing. But she wasn't going to, but she's just beating for her life, and he's all bloody and still trying to go after her, probably blinded a little bit of just pure rage, and him and Spidey just knocking the crap out of each other, and then of course into the end where he crashes right through the window. So I thought for an action issue, so well done. It's finishing off pretty strong, and I can't wait to cover the next issue And we don't have to wait a week, guys. We're gonna do it. It's 12:02, so we're gonna do it top of the hour. You know what I mean? Not this hour. The next hour, 1:00 is probably when we'll start. I schedule it to 1:00 because that way we can take a little break. And I know my man here wanted to do some show and tell. We'll do it next week. A nice return of the show and tell because we're only covering one issue. I feel like gather up whatever we can because these days I haven't been picking up too many things, but I do pick up some things here and there, and like I do have a little surprise and stuff like that to show next week. It will be a lot of fun. So show and tell. We'll be back next week, but we didn't even finish yet. We gotta grade the issue, and if I'm gonna grade this issue, I liked it more than the one before, and I liked the one before. So if I'm gonna rate this one's gonna be a 4.5 for me. It was really good, great action. You saw a lot of fear in the faces in there. JR, like I said, great facial expression. You saw the daughter was fearing for her life, and Tombstone, other than him missing his daughter when shooting, you know what I'm saying? You really saw his fear, and it's Spider-Man. He's really trying to save her, and he can't. He's having a hard time stopping this dude. That's how strong he is in rage. When you're in rage, you get a lot stronger. So right here, 4.5. What do you rate it?
I'm gonna have to agree with you. Definitely a 4.5.
Yeah. So the stakes are getting higher and higher for these issues. So we both probably did read along to the next issue before doing this show.
Yeah.
We definitely don't say nothing about it, but
okay. Like you were saying, I definitely think that the Tombstone arc was definitely my favorite of the whole run.
Yeah, it's so good. Like it's the best part. And like I said, they could probably it'll be a little confusing because there's stuff that happens before. But they probably just put the Zeb Wells one in just the Tombstone arc. That'd be pretty cool to just follow along. But we probably won't get that. We probably get omnibuses like they did the Nick Spencer. He got his own omnibus, which he had a long run, 2-year run with that one. So this one was pretty much a 2-year run too. So not next week, in about an hour, we're less than an hour. We're gonna cover issue number 59, which is continue on with the battle, which of course is not the end. This is what Robbie likes to say, the penultimate issue of the Zeb Wells run, and then after that we'll cover Ultimate Spider-Man number 4. Take a little break from the ASM run and cover Numero Quattro. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be 1:00 East. We're covering that, and of course next week, like I said earlier in the show, Saturday, first primetime show of the year with my man Primetime.
What?
And we'll cover number 60, the big finale of the Zeb Wells run. Legacy number 954, if you guys are counting. But the big number close. 60.
50 something more to 1,000, man. That's nuts.
Yeah, it's getting there. And we're already like well over like almost to 970 with the current, arc that's happening with the 8th that's Spider-Man. But before we get to that, we're definitely gonna do this one next week. And then of course the return of let me just show the it's been a while since I showed this. Next week will be the return of
Rec Rap?
Show and tell.
Oh, show and tell.
I didn't do the whole thing because I have to do that next week. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully my voice is good.
I was hoping I was hoping Rec Rap was gonna come back, man.
You might get some of that in the next series. You know what I'm saying? Which Rec Rap is like love or hate kind of thing. There's Spider-Man fans that can't stand him, and there's Spider-Man fans like us that love him. You know what I'm saying? We want our own Rec Rap series. You know what I mean? Instead of that Chasm series we're getting now. Like if they're gonna waste issues on that, give us a Rec Rap series. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. A nice 5-issue series. Yeah. Maybe 4 issues. You know what I'm saying? Why not? You know what I'm saying? Well, of course, McGinn is drawing it. He's got to be the one drawing it, though.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, man. So we're gonna keep on keeping on in less than an hour. So I hope everybody will be back to watch us because everybody's waiting for the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? They partying, probably partying, eating, and stuffing themselves. Come back, watch us, and of course, we didn't even get to rate all 4 issues. Of course, if we're rating all 4 issues, 4 point new category. You do this. Well, the number's pretty hard. I gotta get this number ready. No, Tom, you add you carry the 1, right? Right? 4.69, dudes. So, guys, thanks for watching, and of course, if you like the video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ding that bell for notification. To catch all these wonderful shows. Of course, like I only got 2 thumbnails here. I got the Blame Phable show every Friday night, 9 p.m. East on One Collection Down YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? You got all the awesome Bad Batches up in there. You know what I mean? And of course, myself. Eventually, I'll make an appearance. It's not on Valentine's Day, which I wanted to, but now I gotta wait till hopefully there'll be a show next week. The next week after that. And of course, I only have this thumbnail of one of our guys, Nick Comic Culture. He had his little new comic book day haul, which I'm pretty sure he did his Nick at Night. I don't have that thumbnail, but he'll show all the books he's covering at the Nick at Night that probably came out last night. And Stu and Eric had their Insight show. I don't remember which. I think it was on Eric's channel last week, and I think I had to catch up on everybody. And I think this week's on Stu's channel. They go back and forth on that show. Of course, they both do their content and stuff. Their weekly content, and yeah, man, catch all those people. And of course, we got a whole bunch of awesome people in the Bad Batch. Of course, my man Taqi. You know, I'm always gonna mention him. We always hope he does videos. You know what I mean? We miss him. But you occasionally will see him on the Blame Phable show. You know what I'm saying? The all new, all different Blame Phable show. And of course, later on. See you guys later. Stay tuned to you all. Hope everyone has a great Super Bowl Sunday. And catch us in the top of the hour as me and Tom review ASM 59 and Ultimate Spider-Man #4. Till a little later.
Go Chiefs.
Stay tuned. Peace out. Go Chiefs. Super Bowl Sunday. Let's get hyped. We still got one more show, so I gotta save up this wonderful voice of mine for the next show. Peace out. Oh wait, my screen disappeared here. Hold on.
Oh.
Oh my God, technical difficulties all day for me. We were born with technical difficulties, you know what I'm saying? But peace out, finally the right way.